Well, here we go, right?
It's
Scott?
Darren.
Okay, we're getting good at this, right? So today's a fun day, actually. You know, Catherine and I are off to look at some investment properties. We want to, of course, build our
Real estate
pro-
profile.
build our real estate portfolio, and you know, something that we've always enjoyed. I started it at a very young age and got out of it somewhat with the investing part of it, and now I want to do it all over again to have something great for the family and for us, and just really believe in that. So we're going to see this multifamily building today and seeing if it works.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So, but anyways, it's been a great week, right?
It's been an interesting week, getting a lot done. We've refocused in a lot of different ways in terms of, I guess, more balance towards like just creating a schedule and making sure that we're sticking to it and working, you know, like not always 9 to 5, but making sure that we're just getting our hours in.
That is so like you're like that's a German coming out in you. You're very focused and very like, you know, we love to see you smile. But you know what,
I am, but that's how I work and everything.
But here's
right?
here's your balanced life, right? Where we celebrated my birthday and some friends' birthdays down in Toronto, and we had a really fun time.
Yeah.
We were planning on vlogging and doing some fun videos on the way down, but we were just having way too much fun, right? But you know what, like talking about like what happened with those videos, I mean, we had some tremendous feedback from the videos and lots of love and support, a lot of private texts and private messages, and you know what, Catherine even got some coaching inquiries, right? So it's a lot of fun, and almost like, you know what, you put it out there, you put out what we're doing, and it kind of like attracts.
I think really we don't really have any any particular goal as to where we're taking this, right? I mean, it's just going to be organic and who we are on a daily.
It's just going to be fun.
And
I mean,
just, you know, touch on the things that interest us and interest hopefully some of you guys out there, and just go with it, really.
Yeah, and just really just sharing a lot of our personal
experiences.
Yeah,
and belief systems. And I mean, today one of the things that we were talking about is goal setting, right? When we're setting particular goals for ourselves, we talk about creating vision boards, and when you write out what your goals are, you know, as we naturally tend to deviate, or is that the right word, deviate? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, when you tend to go off course, which is natural for everybody, you kind of have that accountability to go back to your written out goals or your vision board, which, you know, redirects you back onto the path that you originally started off on, right? So, and then we just talked about, you know, what are the key important elements that you need in terms of achieving certain goals, right? So, and I always say to anybody that I talk to when it comes to goal setting is making sure that the goals are your own, not ones that are selected for you. And you really have to be in the right mindset for it. So, and creating the environment that will help you achieve them. So that's who you surround yourself with.
And that's an important one, right? Because, you know, and I'm apologizing for the shaky video. It's our roads and all that kind of stuff, but hopefully we don't make you sick. But, you know, surrounding yourself with positive people that are going to help you with your goals, because this is very whatever you guys decide that you want to do, whether or not it's fitness, it's personal growth, it's jobs or anything like that, the people that are surrounding you that are used to you being a certain way, it's scary for them. So, for example, let's say you're a stay-at-home wife or mom or whatever, and all of a sudden you tell your husband, I'm going into the workplace. For a lot of guys, that's scary because they're like, oh my God, like my whole life is changing, right? But don't let that change your focus and your goals or anything like that, because people are not going to want you to change. You got to do this for your own reasons,
Mhm.
not doing it for other people.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying get rid of your husband or anything like that, but and that's not what I'm saying. But
Sometimes.
no, I'm not
Just
saying that. I'm not
kidding.
saying that. I'm just saying, you know what, like, quash those fears and talk about it. I mean,
Right.
don't push your dreams down because somebody told you you can't, right? Like,
Right.
that's
Or
fuck.
because you're changing your ways or your route or your routines, and which don't typically fit in with the way that things used to be, right? So
Yeah,
don't get comfortable in sticking with status quo,
yeah,
right?
fuck
So
that, right? And you know what? But you know what? You got to continually grow.
but also, when I'm talking about surrounding yourself with um, certain people is key. I'm talking about knowing what your goals are and then finding the people that will help you achieve that, right? So, finding key players, I think, is always, super important
Yeah,
in whatever
and
field or
yeah,
direction you decide to take.
yeah, and share it and make sure that this is make sure that everyone's kind of aligned with your goals, and if people are not aligned with your goals, it's okay to let them go. And
But you know what? I'll actually speak to that. So when you talk about don't worry about, people who don't share your same belief systems, you don't necessarily have to let them go. There's a certain level of understanding when you're heading towards your particular goal and you're checking out different types of resources and speaking with different type of people. Education is key, right? And what you need to realize is that everybody everywhere has a belief system, right? It doesn't necessarily always align with yours, doesn't make theirs wrong or yours. You just have to take the information that you need and that you can apply for yourself. So, you're speaking to, I'm only using myself as an example because it's what I do. In the world of health and nutrition, I speak to certain people within that industry who I used to value as, knowing more information, so on and so forth. And I would take their word as gospel, not always agreeing with everything that they say, right? Because I'm also self-educated and I do a lot of my own research.
we do, but I'm not cutting you off, but I'm throwing something in. But there's a fun game that we actually play, right? Is that when you're get into that limiting belief, right? And I think a lot of people have that limiting belief. Is we ask a simple question: is that true, right? I can't get on stage because whatever. Why? Is that true? Right? And you just kind of ask yourself these silly questions, right? Is that true, right? Our hardest thing is our own limiting beliefs, right? And for us, for everybody, it's always our own challenges. Nobody's ever going to stop you from doing anything in life. It's yourself that's going to stop you, right? So ask those questions. Is that true? Is that true?
That's right.
Right? And or what's the worst thing? Like, not necessarily what's the worst thing that could happen, but so what? Like, I'm rambling off on something. But I think what they back with the negative thing, not the negative thing, but surrounding. I think you have to really pay attention to love and connection. Love and connection is probably the number one force that we all crave. And you can tell all the stories you want, and it's bullshit, but it's a core value, and it's a core belief. We all crave love and connection, right? And we sometimes
and when we don't get that from people that we're discussing our goals with, we tend to shy away from, our original set out plans, right? We manipulate them to conform to how other people feel in their opinions, which isn't always right? Because I think we all know that any type of change is going to be slightly uncomfortable. Just stick with it.
Yeah, but the love and connections are very I talk a lot about this one with you know where I'm going with this one.
Yep, you do.
So, because it's so important, but I think especially for women, and you're like, okay. Where am I going with this?
Yeah.
Well, we get into this coffee shop mentality, right? And girls and women get together, And for a lot of time, they.
Sudbury Road.
Okay, so you get into this bashing phase, right?
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna bash our jobs, we're gonna bash our boyfriends, we're gonna bash our husbands, we're gonna bash our kids or whatever, right? And so we're all talking negatively, but the brain doesn't know the difference between positive and negative. All they know is I'm connecting with my girlfriend, and we're at the coffee shop, and we're talking negatively, but the brain registers that as love and connection, and it's a very powerful
Guys
force.
do that too.
Yeah, but I just recognize that it's easier to talk about girls than it is about boys. But yeah, guys do it in a different way, right? Where they bitch about this. But again, love and connection, right? So get your love and connection, make sure that it's in a positive environment, because if it's negative and you're going down that road, you're going to continue, you're going to attract those negative people. The more negative you're getting, the more negative. And you know what? It takes time. Surround yourself with positive people. Get out of that. If people say that, no, you can't do that, just fucking go and do it. I mean, shit, I've done shit that blow your mind, right? Because I just don't believe in the status quo that I can't do it. I remember, backing up with, some of you guys know I'm a real estate agent. In Toronto, I started selling when I was doing it right as a rookie. I was selling multi-million-dollar properties, and these seasoned agents were coming up to me and going, "Oh my God, how do you do it? Like, I would love to break into that." Blah, 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 blah. And you know what? It was all their negative belief. They talked themselves out of the listing or out of the client
because they didn't think they were capable, right? They
Yeah,
didn't
like
see
there was
themselves as equal.
Yeah, there was a set
I
of
think that's what
rules
you're
for them,
trying to
right?
say,
It was like,
yeah.
you know what? I just went out and did it. I mean, what difference does it make? I mean, I just didn't believe in those rules. And I think sometimes when you're more educated and you know more, it actually holds you back. When you don't know any better, you just freaking go ahead.
So let's talk about something in particular. Okay, we're talking about goals, right? So one thing that you and I have been talking about is building our real estate portfolio.
Yes.
And we've been talking about it for a really long time, and we've constantly dragged our feet, and we all know exactly what we're talking about. We've all done it, right? Mm-hmm. So, and time has passed us by, and we missed a lot of opportunities for reasons like we don't have the money right now. We're renovating the house. We're doing this. We're doing that. We constantly get sidetracked. So, and it's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit. All of it is.
And so our whole GP right now is, put the action.
Yeah,
forward,
we said by the end of this month, we're buying properties. Or we're buying a property.
A property.
We're buying
right? So
a
let's
property.
Be realistic.
But but we have our own internal goals of how many units we want to have, and we want to continue to grow this. We, at the end of the day, is I want to certainly transition to owning a real estate investment company where this is our business is real estate investment companies to buy locally and around North America. I really want to start breaking into the U.S. market. How am I going to break into the U.S. market? We've been down to the United States learning how to break into the U.S. market, and it's just an exciting time.
And sometimes it's just trial and error, right? It's just actually doing it and learning through the process.
You know what?
And we've got some great teachers. So
we've got some great teachers and great mentors.
Because we've taken on this goal, we've been utilizing our resources, and we've found certain people, this is what they do, and we communicate with them on, a daily or a weekly or whatever, and brainstorm with them. So, but we also know that a big part of this whole process is just trial and error. So.
Yeah, but also learning from our mistakes, right?
That's exactly what I just said, right?
Yeah, well,
trial and error.
I'm driving at the same time looking for the location.
It's okay. One thing I realized with men, they just like to keep talking in circles as opposed to just making the point and moving forward. It's true. Women are like fast, efficient. Let's go.
And right. I'm just gonna say yes.
You call me German, and I'm just like, no, this is just efficient.
Okay. So once we find this property, we'll talk about that and then where we're going. I mean, it's an exciting time, isn't it?
That is, could you?
You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Well, you know what the challenge is? I think the real challenge here is I'm going to force us into, not force us, I'm going to push us into buying some real estate. The real key challenge here is if Catherine could get me to a gym. I think that's the real challenge here.
Oh yeah, what did you say this morning about how certain people, you know, when they start dating or whatever, they start working out, or when they're newly single, they're
Yeah.
trying to improve on their image, and you're like, I don't do that at all.
You just stay with me for my personality.
Oh yes, of course.
And
you make me laugh a lot.
that too. And there's other stuff that you're with me for, right? Right?
I suppose.
So, okay.
Anyways.
Yeah. So we're helplessly lost looking for this property. So I think we're gonna just should we just check it at this? Go look at the property, and then we'll talk about what we found on the way out and how exciting or how terrible or how scared we are. So peace out. We'll be back in a bit. Hey guys, we're back. So actually we just ran to the post office and we picked up a little gift for a friend. What do you got there?
What do I have? Who doesn't love getting packages in the mail, right? I have unicorn poop.
No, seriously.
No, it's not unicorn poop. Unicorn snot.
Unicorn snot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So,
the shit that people sell these days.
The shit people buy.
Yeah, exactly. This is, and I'm at the post office getting this stuff, and the girl's asking me for my ID because it's gone to my company.
Sunny yellow.
And it says glitter poo on the freaking package.
Glitter snot.
Glitter snot
Unicorn
on the back.
Snot.
Yeah.
Unicorn snot.
So,
you can see it actually. Can you see that?
You gotta hold
the
it.
sun's not.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
Unicorn snot. So, anyways.
Oh,
wow,
unicorn snot glitter gel for body and face.
Okay, so back to where we were.
Priorities, people.
Yeah, so we just looked at that. We just looked at that property, and you know what? Like, little diamond in the rough. I think. You know, like.
I think so.
A family member of mine looked at it a couple weeks ago, and
didn't see the
actually my
potential.
mom, and she didn't see the potential. She just looked right over it and just like, oh, it's too much work. Oh, it's too dirty. It's too this. It's too. And it's a bad area. Blah 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 blah. And you know what? Like, Catherine and I just.
Yeah, and all it needs is a little bit of TLC, right? If you're looking at properties for investments, you can't get emotional about it. You got to look at the dollars. And cents.
But also, you know what? Like, it's like, this is where I want to buy my properties, where I can recondition them.
Right.
We can recondition, bring them to where they need to be for us. But also, you know, like, this is the best part about it is, you know, buying low. We did this in Toronto. We bought
Green.
We bought in the worst area of town, and literally it looked like one of these bombed out.
I know what you're talking about on Lakeshore. It's freaking gorgeous.
So
now.
the back of the building.
Lakeshore altogether was like a huge transformation, right, as a whole.
Yeah, but we went to look at this one property. So it was like a commercial brownstone.
Yeah.
We drive around back in the laneway. The whole back of the building was missing. From the parking lot, you could see the toilet. Like, there was no back of the building, and you know.
Purple. Who doesn't love purple?
And so,
I
anyways,
might keep that for me.
we bought the building, and it literally had nothing. I mean, she always thought I was crazy, but she still married me, so that's good.
I never thought you were crazy when you were considering buying those. That's not true. I'm actually the one that kept forcing you to buy that shit, and you would always be the chicken one, like.
That is true.
In the relationship.
That is true.
Actually, you've missed out on a lot because you were too chicken.
I almost missed out on you because I was too chicken to ask you to marry me. That took
Really?
that took what, like 8 years before you finally. Seven, yeah. So, well, I consider it we're 20 years.
That's pretty too.
So that's where we're at. We looked at that real estate. What are we gonna do? So the deal is that there's already somebody negotiating on this property. The conditions are due tonight at 9 o'clock. If we're playing with this, I mean, if they don't take that deal, we're gonna go in and scoop up this property. If it's meant to be, and we'll come back to you on the next next vlog and tell you what's going on. But we have a fun, exciting weekend this weekend. We're going down to the provincials. Catherine decided not to compete, even though I still think you're asked to take first place, but
yeah, but you know what? I gotta stick true to myself. I know what I can handle. I know what I can't, and I'm a processor, and I like to see things first, and then I assess, and then I attack.
Yeah,
that's how I roll.
Absolutely.
So, and then I go in there with the right state of mind, right? So that goes back to what we were originally talking about when it comes to goal setting and vision boards and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once I decide on something, then I lock in on it, and I don't veer from that. So, and I didn't feel that after regionals.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew it wasn't right for me right away. I need a little bit of a break. I need to chill a bit, and then attack, I guess.
I think you missed putting on your party pants too.
Yes.
So
summer's right around the corner.
So you know what? Yeah, live hard, party hard.
Within reason.
But you know what? You know, through the whole process of you doing this, is that you never really killed yourself. You really kept your spirituality up. Your everything, every journey in life is. You know what? Like, I don't want to come across.
No. But the thing is I didn't kill myself over it, because I had a good start from the very beginning, right? Like, I just didn't jump into it.
But I
had a pretty good foundation when I decided to go down that path. But on top of that, because I already kind of had a solid foundation, I was able to have those cheats and still kind of like have fun and whatever. And when it comes to food and cooking, and I mean, I'm a bit of a champ when it comes to that stuff. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know my way around a kitchen.
Yeah, but don't get you wrong. Like, you had a lot of fun during this process. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I say that you're having a lot of fun, but you worked your fucking ass off.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, like you worked hard, and you know what? I think with anything, guys.
But that's exactly what I just said, though, right?
Yeah, but nothing comes in. Nothing
do anything half-ass.
Nothing comes in life.
Work hard.
Nothing comes in life by this quick fix.
No.
These miracle drugs. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be a millionaire overnight. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm gonna have the dream job overnight. Mm-hmm. You know what? Fuck, guys. You gotta work at it. You gotta move your way up, and you gotta work hard. And you know, you look at the biggest millionaires, the biggest, most successful people in the world. They're the hardest workers I know. You know, I had the privilege to working with, not millionaires, I had the privilege of working with billionaires in Toronto. And you know what? They work their effing ass off. And you know, people thinking that, you know, it's just given to you. And even here locally in Sudbury, some of the most wealthiest people here I know in Sudbury, they work their freaking asses off. And you know what? Like, it's not given to you. So I think with so many people is that they think that it's just given to you, or I'm entitled, or the government's going to take care of me, or this or that. Oh, fucking work your ass off.
Government. Where are you going with that?
Yeah. So no, but I mean, like, there's such a world of entitlement, or I got to start with the biggest house and the best house and the best car and all this kind of stuff. I mean, I could tell you this for real estate. I mean, Catherine and I, we've been working in real estate for a long time, and some of my clients that are just coming out of school are driving $70,000 and $80,000 vehicles, and you're still renting a house. That's doesn't even make sense. And you know what? Like, if I'm talking to you and I'm preaching, not preaching, but it's stupid. I mean,
it's also where you are in life, right? And priorities.
I know, but you're never going to get
what you value, right?
If your vehicle payment's $1,200 a month, and you can't make your rent, which is $600 a month, there's something wrong, right?
Yeah,
and
but those are lessons to learn, right?
Absolutely. I'm just trying to tell people the lessons. It's the lessons that I see.
Yeah,
I see so many young people.
You can tell people all the lessons you want until you're blue in the face. People got to live their shit.
Yeah. Right? The most important thing, I'm telling you guys, is really invest in yourself first. Buy some real estate. I'm going to get in a car accident. There's like so much shit going on. But buy, look at this. Buy in real estate. Look after your future. Forget about that hot car. I mean, you want a hot car, you should be able to, you know, or toys or anything like that. Buy your real estate. Don't throw away rent.
Mhm.
I mean, but that, anyways, I'm getting way off topic.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
we're not
totally
even,
are.
So, but anyway, so this is, oh, okay, go ahead. So actually, I'm not.
I'm just listening
I'm
to
smiling
you.
because she thought I was really a cheese ball earlier. She goes, "You're trying to be like Tony Robbins." I'm not trying to be like Tony Robbins. I'm trying to be like me. And this is, I want it to come across like who we really are. She's not serious. I mean, she's coming across serious.
I am
And
too, with certain things.
you are the least serious person I know. You're seriously focused, but you have a lot of fun.
I do.
You're not this concentration and serious and put your things down. You're
I have
always
a
laughing.
sense of humor.
Yeah.
I love life for sure. but
You
just-
love life. You dance. You dance in the morning
Okay.
most of the time, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you dance in the morning and you have a lot of fun.
To my gangsta beats.
Yeah. So, but
Which I hear the kids ramming off in their rooms. I'm like, what
Yeah.
did you just say?
so we're gonna have to start talking about some topics this week, all right? We'd like to hear from you guys. What do you guys want us to talk about? And we got so much feedback that people said that they loved what we were doing and loved, and they kept on wanting to hear more. But give us something specific that that you guys want to talk about. It could be any from Catherine's fitness transformation to love and relationships. We're celebrating 20 years together this summer, and it's not always been freaking.
Darren likes to count the years together, not the marriage.
Well, it's been hasn't been the easiest 20 years, but we made it. So, but you know what,
There's
like,
a gold star.
yeah, but it's never easy, right? You always have to continually improve and continually push, and you're going to go through the tough times. And I find the tough times the best. I mean, not the best. I mean, they're hard times, but
You mean more when you're coming out of it all, right?
well, I just know that
there's
through
just-
no storm, it's like a ship, right? No storm lasts forever, but when you come out of it, it's like calm and beautiful skies. And I know there's always some beautiful growth that happens through some of the
Yeah.
hard times. But you do some talking while I order some coffee.
I don't know. It's exactly what Darren was just.
Hi, can I get give me three
Wait,
black
it's
coffees with
crazy
cream and
now.
sugar on the side, please?
What size?
Mediums.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Keep on talking. No, that's it. Thank you.
Well, she can hear.
So listen, they can multitask. They're good, right? But anyways, shall we shut this off, or shall we
Yes.
keep on going?
No.
Okay, guys, we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.